Welcome back to Doctor Who The Adventure Games, Blood of the Cybermen, the third and final part of one of the better episodes of the Adventure Games, which isn't saying that much.
Careful. This place is crawling with cyber slaves.
This isn't one of the better parts.
Why dig all those?
Standard procedure in digs. You dig a cross pattern of trenches, or in this case, tunnels, until you find what you're looking for.
It's true.
And they found it.
They weren't looking for what they found. If only they had never started to look.
Yep, shouldn't look for anything. Should just abandon all interest into the past. That's very Doctor Who-like. I've started to speed it up here. That's because a lot of this part, this act, is getting through these tunnels, and it's a worse stealth section than the one in the Dalek one because of the nature of the tunnels. It's mainly just running up to a certain point where there's a bit like here where you can duck in and then waiting for them to run past. There's like a few different levels and you have to go down and avoid them. Collectible cards, of course, are hidden in awkward positions. For some stupid reason, I decided to get all of the cards here as well. So,
We're okay.
oh, yep, just stand up and run for a very brief period of time. I think you can make it down that way, but it's a lot harder than going down this way. And you can double back to get the card that's down there. So that bit was a bit easy, but it gets kind of tough down here. Yeah. There's just a lot of waiting as these silly cyber slaves go down. As you can see, they have a sort of sweeping vision thing compared to the Daleks, but it doesn't really matter. They're going to see you if you're in front of them.
I think we can slip past.
Because, yep, they only have very limited vision again, just like the Daleks. I mean, here it kind of makes sense a little bit, because they're not meant to be full Cybermen. They're just like makeshift Cybermen.
We need to hide.
Oh. Oh, that was crazy. Look at that. Man. Okay, the way I just looked right, that was the way down from before. Oh, no, he's seen me again. They're not very persistent, to be honest. The only problem is there's a collectible just around the corner here. Okay, I made it. Oh, wait, no. Amy got caught, got seen. Brilliant. I'm really glad that they... Oh, or did she? Oh, yeah. Fuck off, Amy. I'm out of here. Let's speed this up a bit more. Oh, great. Now she was slow going out of there, so she got seen. But we do actually get to make it. Was it worth it for the 7th Doctor? You decide. So it doesn't seem that bad because I sped it up a lot and I knew how to do it, but it's a very annoying section otherwise.
And it's just been waiting here for someone to dig it out.
The Cybermen will be in suspended animation, but the ship will have been sentient since it crashed, listening for signs of life on the surface. When it heard the GSO excavating, it sent out the Cybermats. Clever stuff, really. And deadly.
It's not a bad
If
story.
the Cybermen are awake, they'll complete their mission. Cyber conversion of every human being on Earth.
We should be more careful.
Oh, yep. Those Cybermen just can't see us from this distance. Real good stuff.
Amy, come stand on here. I'll start the lift.
What about you?
Well, there must be another lift up there that you can activate for me.
Why are we even trying to get up there?
I need to get to the control room of that ship. I need to find out how close they are to waking the Cybermen. And I have to stop them. Just one animated Cyberman. That's all it could take to start converting the whole human race.
Okay, let's do it.
There is a collectible at the back of this cave that I think I forgot to pick up. You can see it over there. There we go. Once you're at that point, there's no way you can go back and get it again. And the only way you can get it is if you restart and play through this whole section again. So just suffer with me for a second. There we go. And it was all for Martha Jones. I won't be collecting all the collectibles necessarily, because they're not very good. But the pain of forgetting about that collectible,
To get up there, we
going up
use
on
lifts and turns.
that lift, and then realizing that the only way is to restart from the beginning of this
Come
act,
stand on here.
because those are the only
Start the
checkpoints at
What
the
about you?
act beginnings.
There must be another lift up there that you can activate for
Well,
me.
checkpoints
even
for
trying to get
re-entry
up
into
there?
the game. If
I
I
need to
died
get to the
here, I would
control
start.
room of that ship. I need to find out how close
At the beginning
they are
of this
to waking
cave,
the
for
Cybermen,
instance.
and I have to stop them. Just one animated Cyberman. That's all it could take to start converting the whole human race.
Okay, let's do it.
So we have to play around here with like sort of lift access, that kind of stuff. Oh, nice little hop there. It's good to see that Amy Pond can do some pretty good leaps. I remember some pretty good leaps from the classic Doctor Who days. I think I remember a particularly good one with Sarah Jane in is it Genesis of the Daleks, where she has to do a big jump. It's good to see a little callback there.
Right, Amy, press the button.
I'll take this lift next, Doctor.
So now we got to replay this bit as the Doctor, because replaying sections of the game is fun and good. This isn't a very hard puzzle. You just got to bring them up in shifts, kinda.
Amy, can you give me a hand?
Sure.
It could have been more fun than it is if they made it perhaps a little bit more complicated. But it's not.
Doctor, help me!
Amy.
Well, that's a good idea.
Amy.
Oh,
Think. Where are they taking her? It must be to the control room up there. I don't have much time.
that's a good idea, just sending her up there where you could clearly see like what is above you from there. So, oh great, you could just use a sonic screwdriver to remotely do it anyway. I guess this is probably one of the gamier sections, but it's not very interesting. Just hung there for me for a second. For some reason, when I was playing and recording this episode, I was just getting a lot of hanging for some reason. Not with the next episode, is this one? I don't know if it's trying to do something that's a bit harder here somehow. Maybe it's just a bad day. I mean, I don't know. Well, don't lie to yourself. It's not that you can't go back out without Amy. It's that there was a Cyberman blocking the way. Make up your mind. If you're going to put a Cyberman blocking that way, then you don't need to have him turn around and say, I can't leave without Amy. Because you could have him say, I can't leave without Amy, without putting a Cyberman blocking the way. You see what I'm saying? controls are broken, so you can't go back down. You have to go forward into the ship.
Professor Meadows, I was afraid the Cybermats had got you.
They did! Oh no!
I don't think so, Doctor.
You must spend hours in front of the mirror in the morning.
Humor is a redundant application of intellect.
I don't know, I find it comes in quite handy in a tight spot. So you were a cyber slave from the start.
And you answered the distress call I directed at your TARDIS.
What do you want with me? And what have you done with my friend Amy?
That's a cyber conversion chamber. Don't you dare touch her.
Then comply with my demand.
Which is?
This ship was caught in a temporal storm and crashed. The cryo systems are too badly damaged for us to repair. To reanimate my cyber brethren, but you...
But what, they can convert people anyway?
You
That
have
doesn't
the
make
genius
sense.
of a Time Lord.
You want me to wake a Cyberman invasion of Earth? You're
If they can
mad.
convert people
your
properly,
choice,
why have they got
Doctor.
so many Cybermen
Wake them,
converted people?
Or your companion becomes
Which
the
are clearly
first of a
inferior
new
to full
line of
Cybermen.
Alright, I'll
That line delivery. I kind of love it. It's lame, but I love it. I love it. Alright, yep, I'll do it. Holy moly. Great, so they called in a TARDIS and a Time Lord so that they could solve a rudimentary puzzle for them. Am I really expected to believe that Cyberman could not solve this puzzle? Because I solved it. I ain't no Time Lord. I am pretty clever though.
Lord, I have reactivated you.
That was all it took, that basic puzzle.
But I gave you life.
No, you don't have to kill her.
Cybermen do not require cyber slaves. Cybermen are superior to all.
I'm not quite clear on the Cyberman cyber slave dynamic, but okay.
Oops.
Oh, that is kind of nice. They saw me instantly. Are Cybermen really that much more observant than cyber slaves? Cool. Cryogenics. Here's a little bit of a stealth section that is marginally more interesting, but it's still basically just corridors, tunnels, etc.
Oops.
Oh, they have like way longer range. I do kind of like that. Unlike in the Daleks one, where all Daleks are just terrible. There is a sort of progression here, where the rubbishness of the cyber slaves does make these Cybermen seem harder in comparison. Worth it for Jackie. It was tense, but we did it. Oh, oh! Just go for it, Matt.
Deleted.
Well, that worked out.
Doctor! Doctor, get me out of here! Please!
I'm here. I'll get you free straight away.
Please get me out of here before you press any buttons.
Great. Again, it's like,
Get these cuffs
couldn't they have
off
just
me.
done this
You
in like
must
a
be able to
cutscene
open
when
them
he?
somehow.
I mean, he used, I didn't have to
Screwdriver? Get
click
these
to use the
cuffs
sonic
off me.
screwdriver
You
on
must be able to open
closing
them
the door,
somehow.
but
Screwdriver?
now I have to use the sonic screwdriver on both of her cuffs. I mean, at least let me just use it on the chair and then it pops open and she's out.
Thanks, Doctor.
A little chair fact.
But what kept you?
Whoa. Good job I moved it first, I guess. Mirrors. Mirrors and lasers. I wonder what we could do here. Alright, no, that's not. There we go. Gotta get them both pointing the right way.
Yes, that did the trick.
That did the
Let's get out
trick.
of here. They're almost through the door.
First, I need to get back to the control room.
Back to the control room? Why?
Because I need to stop the Cybermen.
How?
Not quite sure yet. Come on.
Cool plan. Tricky.
Let's go straight to the control
How
room.
about we
Let's
wait
go
for the
straight to
Cyberman to
control
turn the other way around first, Amy? Come on. Oh, he's patrolling quite a small area as well. This is tough. A little bit of toughness here.
I think we're okay.
Glad you think so, Doctor. But still a whole lot of Cybermen about. Might want to cool it with the okayness for a few seconds.
Isn't this dangerous?
Yeah.
There must be Cybermen all over
Uh-huh.
the place.
Yes. But this is the only place we can stop them.
Where are they going?
Fort Cecil, the only people for 100 miles. They'll convert them and
Oh
move
my
on.
god, how are we gonna stop them in time?
Including you, Doctor. You will be deleted.
Delete this.
Feeling better, Mr. Chisholm?
I am now.
But what about Fort Cecil? How do we stop the Cybermen?
We turn their own bodies against them.
And you know exactly how to do that.
Of course, I can reprogram the nanoforms in the Cybermen's body.
It's like when I eat a lot of
Attack
pizza,
them.
my body
At
turns
least-
against me.
I hope I can.
Oh boy, how are we gonna do it? Oh, it's one of these puzzles again. Oh boy. This is tense. They're marching on Fort Cecil, we gotta stop them. Oh. Whoops. Yeah, don't let the red glowy ones do the thing. Because it will break it. But whatever, just you can try again. Here I get it a bit more simply. It's a little bit more purple. I think it's purple. Yeah. This is a tougher one. Bear with me here for a second. Okay. There we go.
That should do the trick. And we should have about half an hour to get out of here before it...
That's quite a long time.
2 minutes to
No.
critical mass.
And there was me looking forward to a leisurely stroll.
Sorry about that. Maybe we should run.
Okay, that's not enough time. There's no way they're getting out of there in 2 minutes. 60 seconds to get to the lift. You're gonna get on the lift, guys, or we got 60 seconds. Might want to speed it up a bit. You get those
There's a shortcut back to the lift over the gantries. Let's go straight back
Yes?
to the lift.
Yes.
There's a
I'm
shortcut. Let's
doing
go
fine,
straight back to
thanks.
the lift.
And it's this way that we weren't allowed to go before. Well, that about clears that up.
That seemed to go according to plan. In the end.
Do you even know what a plan is?
That'll be the Fort Cecil plane.
Bringing us
Bad day's work,
tasty
then.
snacks.
The nanovirus will have reversed with the destruction of the ship. They'll be good as new.
There's going to be a lot of questions.
Most of them asked by someone from UNIT, I dare say. Just mention my name and you'll be okay.
You never said. What is it?
The Doctor. Just the Doctor.
The angle on his face there is amazingly comical. Oh, that was weird. Well, that's that. We did the Daleks, we've done the Cybermen. Next up, we won't be travelling quite so far because it's the episode entitled TARDIS, which takes place entirely within the TARDIS. And as a result, it's much shorter. So it won't be as long. But maybe that's for the best. Join me then for the third episode of Doctor Who The Adventure Games. Congratulations for watching. Bye.